Welcome back. It gets better and better. So my next guest is gonna just help me more than you guys will ever know. What? So she will help everybody, because I personally, if you know me and you know my story and what I believe in natural. So Miss Rayanna Bagwell has a natural hair care line, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Welcome to my show, Rayanna.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so beautiful.
Thank
so you. Now, some people, my daughters are like that. They were just blessed with that all the time.
Yeah.
So do you have to work? Did you have to work to get your natural beauty, or
yes.
is it just, it's always had lots of thick hair? It's beautiful.
So I did always have lots of thick hair, but the consequences of that is nobody don't want to do it.
Right.
So with that being said, I come from a family of 13 siblings, and they end up perming my hair because back in the day they had the hot combs that you used to put on the stove, and it was burning me too much. And I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna do what everybody else is doing the easy way. Slap that creamy crack on there. Let's keep it going. So at the age of, I think I was like 9 when I got my first perm.
Wow.
And it actually changed my life because it was like it changed my identity.
Oh, okay. Because all of a sudden you had long.
Yep. It was long and thick when I first permed it, and then you got to get it done every 6 weeks.
Right.
And then your hair started deteriorating.
Okay.
So that started happening, and up until college is when I went natural. And I don't even remember what my natural hair looked like until I transitioned to natural, and it sparked something different inside of me.
Isn't that great?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and having that stuff on there, and that's so important because the world trains you that everything has to be a certain way, and I can share. I need everything easy. I think, as women, it's so hard because we got more stuff to do all the time, but we're expected to have the same time schedule, So
exactly.
Like my brother can just get up and roll and be there, and he doesn't have hair right now. So where it takes a lot more to try to get stuff together, and so always doing stuff. However, I do believe that natural is best. Chemicals. You want to try to keep as many chemicals out of your body as possible. So how did you realize that you wanted to be natural?
So I went to Methodist University, which is a PWI, located in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And it's basically a school where predominantly white institution. So it was nobody there that looked like me.
Right.
Other than my RA, I was in a freshman girls dorm, and my RA, she was mixed, but she had a TWA, which is called a teeny weeny afro.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed with her curls. I'm like, girl, you got some pretty hair. How did you get your hair to do that? And she was like, I just stopped putting permanent. And I'm like, but how did you get your hair to maintain the curls?
Right.
And she said, I did research on my hair. So that moment when my RA, me and her had that conversation, it sparked my interest. And shout out to her, because still to this day, she's a part of my story.
Okay.
As far as even why I went natural and why I moved the way I moved as a person. But with that being said, it was like life-changing because I had to learn so much. But I tell people, you have to learn the things that's important. We learn about everything else but the things that don't serve its purpose.
Exactly.
And I feel like natural beauty is something that do serve purpose, because when we go home, at night, we want to be able to take our wigs off or be around people and be comfortable.
Exactly.
And not always have to feel like we have to be glitz and glam.
Right. Yeah.
We was made from dirt, and we're going back to dirt.
That's
It's so important to be comfortable in our skin.
It is. Always.
So,
and to have people accept you for who you are, how you are, what you're going through. If you're in the midst of something, you still gotta love me, y'all.
Definitely.
And it was really, I could share hard with me at first coming in, because you get so imperfectly perfect. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I had to just accept whatever was going on. So some days I had to leave work, come be on the show, and not be dressed the way I wanted to be dressed. And I had time to do my makeup, and had to recognize, it's bigger than this. It's bigger than how my face look right now.
There we go.
You know what I mean? So if I am showcasing you, it ain't about me. It's about showcasing you.
Yes.
So I had to get to that place where I understood my purpose, and my purpose was showcasing people at this particular time. And so I had to get over. You gotta get over yourself.
Yes, it's a real thing where God said, in order for God to increase, you have to decrease that flesh. So in order for that spirit man to show up and for people to be healed, because this is like a different thing where we transforming lives.
Yes.
That's what we do at my hair care salon. It's natural, restoring natural beauty, but it's hair therapy or hair ministry. And it's one of the type of things people come in broken, weak. Sometimes people come in found, but they still come in curious.
Right.
Where our conversations, it goes to another place where it's like a high-level conversation where you can actually tap in and find out something new about yourself.
Yes.
You walk in and you leave out a new thing.
Yeah.
So,
and there's so many people that have to suffer in silence with their hair. Like, we as women suffer in silence for so many things. But because we're judged so much on that, we, grab and do and all kinds of things to put on that camouflage to be accepted by society, because our hair don't look like yours right now. You know what I mean? So we're all different, and accepting and bringing out the best of my hair. Like, so I had raised 6 girls, and each girl had a different hair type.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! So I'm dealing with all of this different hair, all of these different hair types, and as you're sharing, everybody had a head full of hair, though.
Yes.
So, like, who feels like doing this? My one daughter, when you would blow dry her hair, it would feel like it was multiplying.
Wow.
So I only did it like 3 times a year. Am I allowed to say that out loud? We combed it. She didn't get them styles too often, because it really was a lot. And I even took her to a hair salon once, and the guy was like, it feels like it's multiplying.
Wow.
I was like, oh, good, it's not just me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so when you're dealing with that, in a household where everyone is beautiful, and you're beautiful no matter what your complexion, no matter what your hair texture, no matter what your hair length, no matter, you know what I mean? So having everyone gain their identity was important to me. And again, they had to have everything natural. I know my family, I'm sure they love me now, but I'm sure, you know, going through that had to be difficult.
Definitely,
because
I agree.
it's not what society teaches. And so I'm sure you got that.
Yes.
Right?
I tell people all the time when they come into my salon, it's like a manual that you read, because I'm not for everybody and everybody not for me. So all money ain't good money. And I tell people it's not the root of evil, but it's the love of money that changes the situation and environment as far as how people receive you. So people come into my shop and I have them read this manual, and the key important in this manual is people lack self-awareness and self-validity. They don't know who they are, and they look at others for validation to be somebody. So it's all this come from our childhood programming system. Like, if your parents didn't love you, or if you lack this type of attention, you know, it's one type of things where you don't know who you are. You go out in the world, and the world tell you who you are.
Right.
So it puts a different type of pressure where you can't even accept your natural hair, even if it's kinky coily. I tell people all the time, if your hair is kinky coily, that's the best hair. People think this is the best hair. No, it's really not the best hair. And why is that? Because it's so much that you had to do in order to make the curls come out. You got to put perm rods on there. But with kinky curly hair, all you had to do was just put that product on there, and your hair is already naturally curly and bonded. But if you don't know that, you won't be able to accept that and embrace that. Right.
And it does come in all different styles. So I have lots of curls. So again, I had probably 4 or 5. I have 5 different textures of curls, honestly, within my girls, and everybody is different about it. For all of that, I only had one who really hated her curls. She could not take her curls. Everybody else learned and was good with their curls. So still just got that one.
Yeah.
But and it's different, and we are, you know, we making our own stuff.
Yes.
Honestly, because part of it is, y'all know what? It's less expensive if you got a lot of people, y'all.
Yes, it is.
And but it is important that if you are going to purchase stuff, to purchase stuff like what Rayanna has for us, because hold on, I'm saying Rayanna.
Not Rihanna like the singer.
That's
yes.
right. What Rayanna has for us, because we want to leave chemical alone as much as possible.
Yes.
Chemical is altering everything. So
and just to add into that, I tell people all the time, if nature didn't make it, you really shouldn't be taking it, because it really takes you away from your natural DNA. Like, you become lost like out in the wilderness. So it's one of the type of things where, you know, the birds, the lilies, and the bees on the trees get fed year round. So, and they're being fed year round without mankind being there. So obviously our God is a supplier. He'll supply all of our needs. We don't have to go to the store. We don't have to do all this money laundering, and most importantly, what's it called, instant gratification shopping, just to seek our natural benefits that God already blessed us with. So that's one thing that we do at Restoring Natural Beauty. It's just all about reassuring, you know, who you are, because God called us by name.
That's so important. And so how do you do that? So let's say, and again, everybody started to want to identify with themselves and see themselves differently as they hit those preteen years. So, you know, you're younger, everybody just running around, nobody cares. And suddenly you hit a spot where, okay, now, even with the world, they start to judge you more on everything. So how do you help people with that?
So I tell people all the time where it's something about being alone. You know, not jumping from relationship to relationship. You have to have a time in your life where you really just sit and get to know who you are and how life made you, what you like, what you don't like, what are your boundaries, what make you happy, what make you sad. All these things are very crucial into being able to develop your character. I feel like people have personality, but they don't have character. And what do I mean by that? Somebody could tell you a great joke, meaning they can have you laughing, but that whole joke could be a habitual lie because you're too busy looking at the surface level of that joke. So knowing the difference between personality and character will put you at a 20% rather than at an 80% in your lifetime. And it's another thing as far as just the selflessness. We do for so many people, and it's just like, how can you help somebody you can't even help yourself? So it's just reverting back to, oneness within self. Knowing exactly a routine, like having a routine. People don't even make their bed like every morning. That's very crucial. Like, it's that simple when it comes to like building your roadblocks of who you are, what you like. Brushing your teeth every morning, making sure that that you're doing things, that your hygiene. Beauty is eye to beholder. You want to get a job, if you want to, wherever you want to work, if you want to be an entrepreneur, corporate America, you have to make sure that your hygiene is up to par, just so people could be able to approach you and not approach you and be scared of you. So just how you carry yourself, and then most importantly, your circle of influence. That's so important. Yeah. Who we talk to, who we hang around on a daily basis. It's a make or breaker. I used to hear this all the time growing up. Birds of a feather flock together. No, it's really that. Birds of a feather flock together. You hang around 6 millionaires, you'll be the 7th one. You hang around 6 freaky bums, you're going to be the 7th freaky bum. So that's why it's very important to have a spirit of mindfulness and to be able to know exactly, to be quiet enough to hear God's voice, where you need to be, when you need to be, and why you need to be. Remembering that reason why. So I wanted to let you know to answer your question, how I address this issue with people as far as finding who self is. It's my morals and values of who I am. So it's research, regrowth, and renew. I call it the triple R threat. Research is so important. It's not just research as far as reading books. You have to basically re-identify like what you like, what you don't like I said before, but most importantly, knowing your reason why you're doing that research, and then it's the regrowth part. You take all that research and now you regrowth it. Because a lot of people take research and they just sit on this research and somebody else take their idea and now you mad. And now you have a heart condition where we call the 4 enemies of the heart: anger, greed, jealousy. It all builds up and just starts stirring up to the point where you can't even move on with life because you're too busy pocket watching and judging the next person because you think they took off with your gift. And it's the fact that God give the gift to anybody. He said, who gonna take it? And the person that take it is the one that have that, that zeal, that burning desire as far as I want to be better, become a better version of myself. So it's very important. And the last but not least is renew. So like I said, during these parts of research, regrowth, you can't help nobody because you're in the process of molding, building yourself, and starting and bricklayers, because at the end of the day, we all come from a trauma, broken background, very treacherous stories sometimes when you hear different people upbringings. But ultimately, like I said, your stories is not supposed to break you, they're supposed to make you. So after you do all this research and regrowth about yourself, it's renew. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So now we take all this information, now it's each one teach one. Now we could be able to overcome that belief system of the crab in the bucket mentality. I want to see you doing good, but not better than me. Now we can destroy that curse and destroy the yokes of it. And why I say destroy, because things that's broken can be mended back together. So that's why we destroy things. And now we can help the next brother or sister that need to overcome and be, just come out of this feeling of it as I'm not an overcomer. We have to overcome things that's meant to destroy us, especially when you're a child of God. So that's really crucial as far as just being one with self.
And it is. And so we can do it in little ways. So I know my kids would get projects and I would always make them, they had to do research somebody who had, I'll just say autism. I challenged them to go find people of color with this. Like we had to go to that next level. So it could be something that they could relate to. Yes. Because it's really important that they can value and relate to whatever it is that's going on. And so, unfortunately, then they find it. So I guess I should. So we couldn't use chemical, right? So when my girl shaved her leg or something, they had to use olive oil. And they were sometimes, I guess they were embarrassed that, everybody got product. Yeah. And here they come with some olive oil. Like, what the heck?
What they doing?
And so one of them was really happy when she went somewhere and the RA had olive oil too. She was like, wow, she had olive oil. So, sometimes you're going to be different. Definitely. But it's okay to be different. It's okay to do it your way. Because just because everybody else is doing it with the product does not mean that that's the best way.
Exactly.
So, do your like you're saying, do your research. Find what chemicals and find what those chemicals do. Yes. And I can promise you, so those of you who know, I've been living this life for a very long time. Yeah. I have a son who's in his 30s, and when he was little, he hated. He couldn't have red dye number 40. He couldn't have blue dye number 2. He couldn't have yellow dye. He could come and he could read early because he could flip the back of that thing over and be like, Can't have that. Can't have that. So, so it's important because you can watch the effects of these things, and so you know what you do and don't want in your body.
Exactly.
And so in the same thing, and sometimes we will be okay with what we're doing internally, not paying attention to everything externally is going right through your body at the same way.
Yes.
So if you're putting something on your skin, you might as well be eating it.
Exactly. And it's so crazy because I remember a parable in the Bible where I believe it was Matthew, he asked God, like, why are you eating with dirty hands? And he was like, why are you talking with a dirty mouth?
Oh.
So it's one of those type of things where, like, how we absorb things is not really how we absorb things. If nature didn't make you, shouldn't be taking it. So it's like we killing ourselves by the foods that we eat, and we wondering why, we on these high blood pressure medications or different things. Is because we're not actually valuing the things that we're putting in our body. We're just doing it because it's a quick buck or because that's what the doctor said. The doctor shouldn't tell you about your body. You should be able to tell yourself about your body. Yeah. And then it'd be a follow-up. It's like, trust what I'm saying, but let me also verify. I feel like it goes over a lot of people's head as far as like, tapping into, getting the most out of this lifetime, because you're on this earth for a good time, but not a long time. And a lot of people are perishing due to the lack of knowledge. And believe it or not, back in the day, they used to kill slaves for reading, and today's slaves don't even read to stay alive. Right. So it's just like we got to bridge these gaps by actually going to, back to these books and going to the people that been there and done that. We can't overshadow that, We get to a certain age and we feel like, I got it. I still don't have it. Mm-mm. And I'm still learning every single day.
Every day.
Remaining teachable.
It's important that we do. So now, how do we find you? What do we do?
So I have several different platforms, but my most important platform I'm currently on, and I'm active every single day, is Instagram. Restoring Natural Beauty, very simple. You can find me also on YouTube. It's my personal name, Rayanna Lynn, RAYANNA And then also I got a salon here located in Wilmington, Delaware, 1224 North King Street. You could also Google that because we have some good Google reviews. And it's one type of things where it's an experience. You don't just come there to spend your money. You actually come there for, a hair therapist or, somebody that's just want to be silent with you, just to hear the music that's playing, the rain music when you get your hair shampooed. And I am a stylist that shampoo hair, because a lot of my clients, they actually come to me because they said people don't shampoo hair no more. They just want you to come with your hair blowed out and ready to take your money. Yeah, people do not shampoo. They don't shampoo hair no more. But me, I don't just shampoo hair, but I do organic hair care treatments, avocado, honey, eggs, mayo. And those are different things as far as protein treatments, deep conditioner treatments, even cholesterol. That's something that my grandma used to use back in the day. And it's it's like a hidden gem. Yes. It does miracles, just like a deep conditioner avocado treatment.
Yes, for sure. So my girls are testifying. Most of our stuff we got out the refrigerator and moving and doing things like that because it was important it went through. And I think that it just helps you gain, I guess, independence because you're different. Everything we do is different. So they're sick, they got to go get ginger. They got to go find charcoal. They got to, we didn't have aspirin in my house. So they had to sneak in if they wanted some aspirin because it just didn't exist there. Because I wanted them to find a natural way or pay attention to what it is. Because just because you have a pain, maybe you ate something wrong. Like, don't eat that again.
Exactly.
Don't just automatically go take a pill. Figure it out. So
and that's the norm. We normalize things to the point where it's just like, when will we actually understand what we're doing to ourselves? And just to tap into it, do you know anything about the New World Order? Just the new things that's coming to pass? It's just like we have to really stand ground on these things because our grandchildren's grandchildren is going to be affected by it. You may be wealthy, but what about your grandchildren? So it's just like showing up and being educated on every spectrum of life, not just in the hair industry. Like I said, just showing up for, meeting that creator at the end of life, showing up for that moment. With love, definitely.
With kindness.
Fruits of the Spirit.
Trying to get those things educated and make my family, they know. You got to say everything that's the most kind way you can think to say it. And everything's about love. I know, love and happiness. Oh, gosh. But it's real. And, finding, and you share that with you, like, so many times because of our trauma, we don't want to show happiness or something. It's this face that we have to put on it, we think is protecting us, and it's a mean mug kind of deal. And you forget how to just enjoy yourself and be happy and laugh and, just like whatever.
Yes, it's so interesting you said that. I was just talking to a friend, and we call it self-preservation. It's remind me of the metamorphosis of a butterfly. So people literally stay in this cocoon and they don't come out of it. They don't break out of the shell and become a new thing.
Right.
So ultimately, people die in the shell, and it's just like you done with all your hidden talents, everything that God called you to be, everything that you seen vision of, that you dreamed about. Just be right there, at your gravesite. Why didn't you pursue me?
Right.
So, we got to take action.
We do.
And then even knowing this, it's like take 5 to 7 pallbearers to put us in the ground, but you can't even get 5 to 7 people to uplift us while we're alive. So it's like we got to do things that's different now, because why are we there to put people down but not to uplift them?
Yeah, we definitely do. So we're going to have to do this some more.
Yes.
Tell me about your products. I'm going to pull the one that my son wants right now, this beard thing. Every time I look, he got to have some beard oil. Ryan needs some beard oil. He got a beard now. I gotta feel the beard, because y'all know, he didn't always have a beard. And then it's one of those, Alvin has a nice, full, pretty beard.
Oh, yes.
Nice, but sometimes
the movie beard.
Shannon, his beard be looking, I don't like it all the time.
A little shabby a little bit.
Yeah. Like, really? Is it supposed to be that long and stuff? But he has always been wanting to take care of things, so he does like the beard oil and doing it.
So quickly, just about this collection really quick, because we are about to wrap it up.
Okay.
So this is my last collection before I drop my Oasis collection, and literally I got 10 more of everything left, and then it's sold out, and it's history. So this right here, I made it without fermented rice. You have the shampoo, the conditioner set, and y'all see the pink and green. Shout out to my sorors. Got to shout y'all out. Got my pink and green Cosmo and Wanda. And then we have a hair growth treatment. We have 2 different sizes. People have a lot of hair and some people have a little bit of hair. So we want to make sure our consumption of product is being used to a good amount. So this is African Shebe powder. I actually ordered it from Liberia. Have a good friend I went to college with. She gave me some of this African dirt, and it's so good. Well, just bringing our follicles up, bringing up the dead roots out of our follicles. Like, you can actually feel your follicles being soft and moisturized after you do this hair care treatment.
Wow.
Then we have our men's beard oil. Don't want to forget about our men, because the men be like, why you got all this product for the girls? What about me?
That's it.
Ain't I'm supposed to be groomed and smelling good? So I got something for y'all.
That's right.
This is for y'all to keep y'all beard tamed, and actually have a real nice fluorescent smell. Not too strong, not too girly, but definitely masculine, where people, when you step into the building, they're going to know you there.
All right.
RNB sent you. And then we have our 2 powerful oils. This people got alopecia, really people that wear wigs that have a lot of breakage around their edges. Our Regrowth Miracle Drops is made out of infused roses, some very powerful agents, and everything is curated by hand. I didn't buy anything in bulk. Literally, I take my time. You can actually watch me make these products on YouTube. And then this is the only collaboration I did with a company based out of Ohio. I love the company. They're vegan. But hair gummy vitamins, I'm telling you, whatever you put in your body, it's a plant. So we have to put the nutrients in there so we can actually grow the fruits of our labor, the fruit that we're bearing, our hair. So this basically is like a transitional system, like a one-in package. You don't have to go to the store and buy nothing. This is all you need. Essential hair care, basically. But thank y'all so much for tuning in.
But no, let me ask this, because we want to know these things. Can you tell us, you get so many different methods of doing things.
Yes.
What is your recommendation on how often you should shampoo and condition?
Oh, I love that. So I tell my clients all the time, it's very important that you don't shampoo your hair every week or bi-weekly, once a month. Okay. Our hair, melanin hair, it grows better when our scalp is not necessarily dry, but the grease, the pores is eating. If you have a little scratch, that's good. That means your hair is growing. So the shampoo is only used once a month, and this bottle could literally last you for 6 months because you're not using. A little goes a long way. Right here, this is our co-wash. So this is what I will do once a week. Condition wash your hair instead of washing your hair. Let's say your hair really built up with a lot of dirt. You want to just put this conditioner directly on your scalp, not on your hair, and just use the palms of your hair to moisturize it in. You'll notice really good as far as shine and the lather and the elasticity. Your curls will bounce back, literally. This is a treatment I use bi-weekly. So it's a deep penetrating treatment. Like I said, it revitalizes your roots. A hot oil treatment, you want to make sure you warm this product up. You don't want to warm it up in a microwave, because if you warm it up in a microwave, it takes away the natural organic ingredients and it changes the biological structure of the product. So you want to make sure that you put a pot of water on in the stove, let the stove warm the water up like it's tea, then take the water out, put it inside a little like a teacup, and then you put this inside of a mug and just let it sit, let it simmer, let it warm up for 3 to 5 minutes, shake it up, go straight into activate and put it directly on your roots. And it's kind of like coffee beans. So you actually feel it like rubbing around. So you want to make sure that you use this effectively. Not a lot, but effectively. And what I mean effectively, in 4 sections. So you don't want to just have an afro out and just throw this oil on. No, part in one section, one section, one section, one section. You want to work in subsections because you want to make sure all parts of your hair have all the nutrients that it needs. This is an everyday thing. Once either in the morning or once at night. If you want that rapid hair growth in 30 days, that's the product that you need. This is an everyday thing as well. 2 gummy vitamins. Literally, you could take it, and I prefer in the morning time because it's that energy that we need, the energy booster. If you take it at night, that means you just want candy in your mouth. Because it tastes like some good strawberries. You'll love it. But this is something that you want to take every single day, preferably in the morning time. Lastly but not least, for our men, this is something that you want to use 2 to 3 days out of the week. You don't have to use it all the time because, like I said, a little product goes a long way. And you want to just take 2 to 3 drops. It actually got a measure meter on there. You just drop, rub it into your beard, massage it, you know, play around with it, comb it out, and boom, you're ready to walk out the doors. You a whole new man all over again with these products.
So now let me very quickly, because we always want to know, should we go on about how much, what kind of setback if I want to get everything, but how much is it going to cost me?
So this whole hair care kit is $125, and it came from $150 to $125 because, like I said, we are on our last blowout sale. I'm ready to bring in the Oasis collection because that collection is tranquility. It's going to like just change the whole vibe of, you know, hair care, the hair care industry. But like I said, $125 is a kit. If you want to get the product separately, it's $10 a product. It's better to buy it $10 a product than, you know, the $125. And the reason why I say that is because the $125 is like the shipping, everything put together as far as the process of taking it to the U.S. Postal Services. But you can also order a pickup. I have that option as well on my website. If you're in the local area, I can drop it off to you for a delivery fee of $5. So you have some options.
All right. See, so now we wonder what we should get these people. We got gifts. It's almost gift time coming up. So let's make it work. Again, it's what people really need, not what you want them to have. We know everybody is trying to get their hair beautiful. So, and it works for all types, correct?
Yes, it does.
So, all types. So
fermented rice.
People of color do have, we got a whole, just like we did a whole bunch of shades.
Yes.
We got a whole bunch of textures. And they could
yes,
be
we do.
We might have one thing in the front. This is me, y'all. Sometimes I'm myself. One thing in the front, one thing in the back, something else on the side.
Yes, and the spectrum is from a 1A to a 4B. That's how the spectrum of hair go. 1A is straight hair. 4C is thick, curly, coarse hair that's stuck to your scalp. That when you pull it out, it's springing like a coil. And that's literally the spectrum of curls. So you definitely have a wide variety. And that's why it's very important for you to know the hair porosity. So you could be able to know what products work for your hair and what products don't. So you won't be going out spending all this money on products that don't serve you purpose.
I don't have to know that to use your products, do it?
You don't have to know that.
I don't understand. I'm going to tell you, I don't understand this hair porosity stuff. I've been trying to get it, but I just can't get it right. So I need something easy where I don't need to know that. Because, again, I got different types all over. So help me out here.
Definitely one day at a time with these products. And it's one day at a time when it comes to actually embracing the process of getting to know your hair. It's not something that happens overnight. Rome wasn't built overnight. And if you do take the horse to the water, drink it, it don't always drink it. So like I said, it's a learning process with everything.
I thank you. I've had a good time. I've learned a lot.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. And come on, give us that information because we want to find you. Tell us one more time how to find you.
Okay, guys. So you can actually check me out because I am a community activist.
But hold on one second. We're going to do everybody. So we're going to start with my 82-year-old mother. Okay. How can my 82-year-old mother find you?
Okay, 82-year-old mother. So you can find me by basically calling me 302-467-0336. You pick up that phone, call me. We're going to have a great conversation, and I'm going to set everything up for you, and all I have to do is just show up, or you just show up.
And you deliver it. Give us that number one more time.
302-467-0336.
All right, so now we got my girls. They in their 20s. They a little bit everywhere.
Girls.
Hey.
So y'all can follow me on Instagram. My personal Instagram is Rayanna Lynn, RAYANNA, 3 N's, NNN. That's my personal Instagram page, and I'm a community activist and also entrepreneur. So you'll see me doing a lot of giveaways, going out into the community, doing free haircuts, free styles. For my business page, if you want to purchase products and actually see the different testimonials of different clients, Restoring Natural Beauty. That's all you have to search on Instagram. It'll pop right up, and you'll see this logo right here. Y'all see? Whoop, whoop, whoop. We ready for y'all. We are coming out with our own clothing line soon, so you'll be able to support that and follow the business and the brand, and you'll be able to see it, keep up with us, because it's a lot coming.
All right, so I have a lot of questions, but we're out of time. So we're going to have you back again. That good?
Yes, I would love that.
All right, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing so much information, and I hope you guys really were able to absorb it. This is going to be on YouTube as well, so watch it twice, 3 times even if you need to really understand the level and the depth of the information that you just got and how to love yourself and care for yourself as you are trying to pour into others, all right? Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Later.
Hi, guess what? We're going to have one of the best things coming to Wilmington at Congo Legacy Center. We're going to have a health fair, and it is HER, Health, Education, and Resources, which means we can do anything and everything, and that's what we plan to do. We've got a lot of fun vendors. We've got a vegan cook coming. We've got an acupuncturist coming. We have massage. We have just vendors who are giving us information. We have doctors. We have, guess what else we have? This is so great. We have local people who are doing documentaries. So I don't know if they're videographers or what their official title would be, but they've got some documentaries that they're going to give us a look at. So we're going to use upstairs and downstairs. We're going to be here October 19th from 11 o'clock in the morning until about 3 in the afternoon. We may go a little later, but I'm encouraging everyone to come out and have a good time. We're going to, we got a DJ. We're going to do everything. So please, we've got vendors. So if you want to be a vendor, please see the sign that's coming and sign up to be a vendor. If you are breathing, come out and hang out with us because everybody's welcome. So Saturday, October 19th, come have fun at Congo Legacy Center. And guess what? It's that 4-letter word that's great, FREE. Totally free for everybody to come and hang out and have a good time. All right? So I look forward to seeing you there.